Hey, yo, what's game man players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharp, man, back out here on this Madden 23 franchise mode. And we are here in the 1 o'clock scheduled games here in this Madden 23 series for week 4. We're set to get this 1 o'clock schedule, these 1 o'clock scheduled games kicked off. And we kick things off from Atlanta. Yes, we're going to be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, where the Falcons are going to host the Cleveland Browns in this game. Now, between these two teams, both teams are on a mini streak right now. The Falcons are on a 2-game winning streak. They have won back-to-back games following that week 1 defeat against the Saints. And Cleveland, they are on a 2-game losing streak. They've lost 2 straight following the win back in week 1 when they defeated the Carolina Panthers. So they come into this game 1-2. Falcons coming to this one at 2-1, playing really good football as of right now. Hopefully they'll be looking to keep that winning streak going by the end of this one. Now, if you haven't seen the kickoff to week 4 and the London game, be sure to go back and watch those so you guys can get caught up to where we are right now, because so far I never thought this would happen, but back-to-back finishes in week 4 have been overtime games. And if you haven't seen the last 3 weeks of play, be sure to go back and watch those so you guys can get caught up to where we are currently. So yeah, you guys can get caught up to where we are, which is week number 4. Because like I said, back-to-back games in a row, we've had overtime games. So let's see how the 1 o'clock schedule games will fare. We have a total of 9 of them, and we kick things off with a matchup from Atlanta. So let's get down to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. The Atlanta Falcons looking to get the 3-1 on the season through 4 weeks, while Cleveland's trying to end that 2-game losing streak of theirs. Browns, Falcons, 1 o'clock schedule from Atlanta starts right there. Let's go.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Browns' superstar wide receiver. He had a touchdown last week, the cherry on top of a ton of yardage. It's the Browns and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Now this should be an interesting game. Josh Martin versus Deshaun Watson, Zion Williamson versus Chris Cam, and of course RJ Hardaway Jr. and LJ Moore going at it. So a lot of key matchups to keep your eyes on. So the Browns are going to get the ball first to start the game, as Cleveland is hoping to end that 2-game losing streak of theirs and get their 2nd win on the season, while Atlanta's trying to get the 3-1 on the season to get 3 straight wins following that week 1 defeat in week 1. As we're underway from Atlanta, and Hilton will take a knee in the end zone. So the first drive for the Browns will start at the 25. And here comes Cleveland. And Deshaun Watson leading the way.
Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy.
Now, Deshaun Watson in the last game, I'm pretty sure he is not going to forget the fact that his numbers from the last game were not good. 5 interceptions in that last game. He's hoping to turn that around. First play, they're going to head it off to Williamson. And Williamson with a big gain on the ground. And he's going to be tackled, getting this into Falcon territory just that quickly. A gain of 26.
To start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Watson.
Here's Watson now, looking to pass. And he overthrew that one. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was T.Y. Hilton. 2nd down.
There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Second and 10. Here's Williamson. And the Falcon defense was all over it. They push him backwards. A loss of 3. Now it's 3rd down.
This would be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Watson.
Watson looking to throw on 3rd down, and that was caught. David Bell with it. And he's going to be tackled right at the 41. He got 12, but 1 yard shy of the first. It's 4th down.
That leads to a 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
So the Browns, they are going to stay out to go for it. And the Falcons are prepared. And what is this? A penalty is out. And a false start on Cleveland. Wow. So instead of them going for it on 4th down, it looked like to me they was trying to drive the Falcons defense off sides, but that didn't work. So the Browns are going to punt it. And LJ Moll is not going to return this one. And they'll get this one right at the 9. So we get to see the Falcons offense for the first time in this one. But yeah, that is a huge mistake for Cleveland. Turned the 4th and 1 to 4th and 6 after that false start penalty. So the Falcons get set to take over. And here's Josh Martin.
And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early.
First play, here's Chris Cam. Shrugging off a tackle. And he'll get this up to the 13. A pickup of 4.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off play action. Martin.
Play action. Martin. He's going to air it out for Mole. And that's batted down. Great defense there by Cleveland downfield. Now it's 3rd down.
And utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Martin.
3rd and 6 as Martin connects with the tight end Kyle Pitts. And he's got a first down at the 30. A gain of 18 right there. Now that duo right there of Martin and Kyle Pitts, that was an interesting connection in this on this Falcon team. So the Falcons move the chains.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw.
Martin looking to pass, and that was complete again. Kyle Pitts. And he's going to be tackled right at midfield, and another first for the Falcons.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
We talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche.
Here's Martin. He wants more, and he dropped it.
For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
He had it in his hands, 2nd down.
But this throw downfield, incomplete. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
Here's Martin on 2nd and 10. He finds Chris Cam, shrugs off a tackle, and he's going to get this up to the 40, and he's got a Falcon first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going, and wound up turning it into a big play.
And here's a run for Chris Cam, up the middle. And he is tackled at the 30, and another first down for Atlanta.
Slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So another first down for Atlanta. Martin, and he's going to scramble right, and he'll slide down at the 11, and another first for the Falcons. Literally nobody was near Martin when he scrambled outside of the pocket.
Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that for a first down.
And here's Chris Cam on first down. And he'll be tackled right at the 8. So 2nd and 8 coming up after a gain of 2. And that's going to end the first quarter with no score.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
So set to begin the second quarter now. 2nd and 8 for Atlanta.
Now they'll switch it up here.
And Martin's going to go down. The Browns brought the blitz, and now it's 3rd down.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting
So
something
3rd and 15 coming up for Atlanta.
They responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And Martin looking again. He's sacked again. Myles Garrett that time gets the sack. Now it's 4th down.
2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So Martin comes out, Younghoe Koo comes in with a field goal.
Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. And this one a 41-yard attempt.
And Younghoe Koo nails that one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 3-0 lead.
Just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off.
And that one's not going to be returned by Hilton, so the Browns will take over.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
And here's Williamson on the ground. And he's going to be tackled at the 29. He got 4.
A nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson.
Watson throwing for Njoku, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 44, getting us in the Falcon territory. 1st down, Cleveland.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Play action. And Watson's going to connect with Hardaway Jr. And he's brought down inside the Falcons 20 at the 16.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And here's Watson on the option play, and he gets pushed backwards. Tackled at the 20. Now it's 2nd and 13 after a loss of 3.
Behind the line for a loss. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd and 13. He's got Cooper. And he's going to go down at the 3. And now it's 1st and goal for Cleveland.
Now Watson.
Watson to the end zone for Hardaway Jr. He's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go.
So here's the extra point. And that one is up and good. And the Browns take a 7-3 lead.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
So here's the punter, Bojorquez, to kick this one away. And Patterson, he will take a knee in the end zone. So the Falcons will take over
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense.
Here's Martin. He's going to air it out downfield, and LJ Moore couldn't hold on. It's incomplete.
A big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Martin to throw again.
Martin, he's going to throw it downfield again, and he overthrew it that time.
Complete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Martin to throw on third down.
Martin throwing right side, and that was complete by Edwards. And he goes out of bounds at the 44. He's got a Falcon first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Martin throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. Martin's trying to go to LJ Moore. He tried to go to him again that time, but he couldn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game.
Martin on 2nd and 10, he finds Chris Cam out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down at the 44, and a first down for Atlanta.
Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw again.
First down. Martin airs it out, and LJ Moore with the catch. And he's going to go down right at the 10. So the Falcons move the chains.
First and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw again.
And Martin, he's going to go down.
Now the Falcons going to use one.
The Browns brought the pressure to him. Now it's 2nd down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun.
Martin. And he throws that one incomplete.
16 seconds now on the clock.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes.
He tried to go over the middle of the mall, but now it's 3rd down.
Keep him up the scoreboard here.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Martin throws, and that one's incomplete.
In the end zone, it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks
so
like
it's 4th down.
A field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming.
So here's Younghoe Koo for the field goal, and he nails it. And now it's 7-6, but the Browns are still out in front.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The young way Kuda kick this one away.
7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is
Here's T.Y. Hilton.
just outside the goal line.
And they're going to bring him down right at the 25. So the Browns, it looks like they are going to kneel on this one because they're going to take a 1-point lead into halftime. It's the Browns 7 and the Falcons 6.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
Up next, we're going to be in Baltimore. A big one between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Then we're going to be in Dallas. The Cowboys have won back-to-back games, looking to do the same thing when they host the visiting Washington Commanders.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
In the first half, both teams, they're playing okay, but it is still anybody's game as we start this third quarter in a 1-point game in Atlanta. The Browns with a 7-6 lead as the Falcons will get the ball to start the second half. And we're going to see what they can do here.
At the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First play, here's Chris Cam. And he's going to be tackled right at the 26. A gain of only a yard. Second down.
The halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Martin on 2nd and 9, he's sacked. T.J. Parker gets the sack, and now it's third down. Josh Martin is getting sacked a lot in this one, and it's really, and every time he gets sacked, that Browns defense is pushing him back.
Protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Third down. Martin's going to let this one fly, and Mo dropped it. Wow. He couldn't hold on to that one. 4th down.
Trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense.
So Bradley Pinion, he's on to punt.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
And here's Hardaway Jr. to return, and he'll get this one up to the 32. So now here comes Cleveland.
1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Faking the give. Now Watson.
Watson looking to pass. Nobody's open. He gets rid of it.
Away from officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Watson, he's going to air this one out, and Hardaway Jr. makes the catch. And he's going to be tackled at the 29 and a first down for Cleveland.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
Watson looking to pass, and that one's incomplete as he got hit as he released it. So it's 2nd down.
Because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Watson off play action.
Watson looking end zone for Njoku, and that's batted down and incomplete. So now it's 3rd down for Cleveland.
You're just counting on the receiver to find it just before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move.
Watson throwing, and that one's picked off.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Landon Collins picks it, and the Falcons will take over.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play.
Now that throw right there, that was a bad throw. That was a bad throw by Deshaun Watson.
To throw things off the rails.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been.
And here's Chris Cam, and nowhere to run there. He only gets a yard. 2nd down.
The guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Martin now.
Martin getting pressured, and he goes down.
Rushing down he goes. Sione Takitaki.
That Browns defense is getting after it in this one.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Operating from the gun,
Martin, he's going to let this one fly, and that one's incomplete.
We saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect.
So it's 4th down for Atlanta, and they're going to punt it yet again.
The punt team is on as this is set away.
And Hardaway Jr. is not going to return that one. He's going to return it. So now here comes Cleveland as they'll take over from the 34.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here's Watson, and that one is complete by Hardaway Jr. And he's out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Watson.
Watson looking for the end zone, and that's incomplete. He tried to go back to Hardaway Jr. Second down.
Going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Watson on second down. He gets hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Watson on third down, he's sacked. The Falcons got him. A loss of 10 right there. Now it's 4th down.
The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Browns send out their punter now.
So the Browns are going to punt it.
For the second time.
And LJ Moore's not going to return that one. And they're going to down it right at the 7.
Inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag.
And here's Chris Cam. And they're going to bring him down right at the 11. He got 4 yards there.
Right, didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And with that, that's going to bring the end to the 3rd quarter.
To the line to run another play. So we will
both defenses in this game has been tremendous.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
It's only a 7-6 game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Okay, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw.
Martin looking around and he is sacked. Myles Garrett with the sack. And now it's 3rd and long.
Quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Martin lets this one fly on 3rd down. He finds Maul. And they're going to bring him down at the 44. He's got a 1st down.
That gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Martin.
Here's Martin. And he gets hit as he throws, and that's incomplete.
He released it, and it's 2nd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight.
Martin, he's going to let this one go. Maul makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 1. And now it's 1st and goal Falcons.
He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
First and goal. Martin finds Mull in the end zone. Touchdown Falcons. As they've taken the lead in the fourth.
And the Falcons put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that.
So the Falcons are going to go for two here. Looking to extend their lead, and Mull's going to make another catch, and he gets the 2-point conversion. So Youngway Koo, he's on to kick this one away.
Here's Koo to kick off.
And Hilton, he will take a knee. So the Browns will take over.
Going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down,
Watson throws for Bell. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 46. He's got a Browns first.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 there.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
I mean, both defenses came to play in this one, and they're showing everything out there. Watson throwing for Njoku. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down right at the 30, and another first for the Browns.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
And that brings this one to the 2-minute warning now. 2 minutes to go. It's a 7-point game. Watson finds Williamson out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds at the 23.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Watson throwing for Bell. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 3, and it's first and goal, Cleveland.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7.
First and goal, Williamson trying to fight, but he is going to be pushed backwards.
But he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Second and goal, Williamson. And he's going to go down right at the 2. Now it's third and goal. Third and goal, and Williamson gets in. And they can tie it with the extra point.
Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL.
Okay, York for the extra point. And he nails it. And we are tied at 14.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
So Bojorquez on to kick this one away.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And Cordell Patterson is not going to return it. So with 43 seconds on the clock, the Falcons with a chance to win things in regulation.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do. And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like.
Here's Martin. And the first play, he connects with Brian Edwards.
What is he feeling?
And Atlanta's going to use one of their timeouts with 36 seconds.
And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Martin looking to pass. He goes down. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack in this stage of the game. So now it's 2nd and long. So what do the Falcons call up now?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun.
Martin throwing to the sideline, and that one's caught by LJ Moll. So now it's 3rd and 1 coming up for the Falcons.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Martin looking downfield. He's got LJ Moll. And the Falcons take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
It's been a great game, and we are not done yet.
So Younghoe Koo splits the upright, and the Falcons take the lead.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
So 21-14. And Hilton is not going to return that one. So it's all on Deshaun Watson and the guys.
At the 25. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 21-14. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards. And time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
Watson looking to pass, throws towards the sideline, and it's incomplete.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
To throw,
Watson looking to pass, and that one is caught by Hardaway Jr.
So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds.
So now 9 seconds remaining.
How do you play it offensively? We'll find out. So the big play gets him across midfield.
So with 9 seconds on the clock,
now Watson.
Here comes Watson. He's going to let it fly for Hardaway Jr. Oh, he almost pulled it down. It's incomplete. Now, one final shot for the Browns. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. Hardaway Jr. and it's batted down. And the Falcons hold on. The Falcons win it 21-14 as they go to 3-1 on the season. And unfortunately for Cleveland, another tough defeat for them, as they will drop to 1-3 now. But what a finish.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Wow. Now that was a game right there. That was a game right there. Even though both sides defenses played well, it just had to come down to the fourth quarter. The Falcons overcoming all of those struggling possessions to win it 21-14 at home. And now they're 3-1 through 4 weeks of play. Here are the stats. Josh Martin threw for 297, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions. And the sacks, he's definitely going to have to erase those, because the only reason he was trailing was because of those sacks. But good thing his team was able to get the win. And Deshaun Watson and his guys, another tough defeat. But he played well though. 262 throwing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and he only got sacked once. So that just shows you Deshaun Watson definitely played better than how he did the last game, where he threw 5 interceptions. Now here's the running game for both sides. They could definitely get improved by both of them. Chris Cam and Zion Williamson didn't have their best game rushing, but Zion Williamson did get a touchdown run. And Josh Martin only ran for 19. And here's the receiving. LJ Moore, over 200 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. RJ Hardaway Jr., 5 catches for 134. He had a touchdown. David Bell, 3 catches for 53. David Njoku, 2 catches for 52. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches for 38. Brian Edwards had 2 catches for 36. Chris Cam, 2 catches for 22. Amari Cooper, a catch for 16. And Zion Williamson, a catch for 7. So basically, a lot of things can improve between both of these sides. So for Atlanta, they're on a good roll as they improve to 3-1 with the victory here. And they will hit the road in week 5 to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down now to 1-3, and they'll get a home matchup in week 5 against the LA Chargers. So with that now, that is 3 consecutive games here in week 4, ending up in tight finishes. Yo, I never thought that would happen, but it did. So yeah, like I said, anything can go down. You may never know which game ends up being a tight one. And 3 games in a row here in week 4 have been close games. But video wise, 4 videos in a row have been tight games. And like I said before, you may never know when a tight game happens. If you enjoyed this game, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you are new. As the 1 o'clock schedule continues, we're going to be up in Baltimore. Literally, that could be the game on paper. I mean, who knows? Who knows which other game could be the game on paper here in week number 4, but in the next game, that could be one of them. The Buffalo Bills matching up with the Baltimore Ravens.